115 pounds, I'd have to say it's a very short list and maybe 1 or 2 wins away from her being at the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, you know, this being her first Fury fight, a main event, but also a title fight. We don't get title fights on Challenger Series cards that often. They usually save that for the numbered cards, so we got a real treat here in our main event this evening. Championship gold will be won in this main event contest. You see the gold champ glove, something I love about Fury. She comes in with a crown already on her head.
Yeah, very confident is Delboni in her ability to come in here and dominate this fight. You know, the pressure of fighting in front of a TV audience, that's one thing. The pressure of fighting in front of a live audience in Brazil, that's another. So I'm sure she's used to the pressure. I'm sure she's used to, you know, this type of fight. It'll be interesting to see if she can do it here and perform this very high-profile fight here at Fury Challenger Series.
Yeah, almost in the cage is one of our first of 2 challengers. This belt is a vacant belt. All right, Delboni's in the cage. Let's meet her opposition.
Please welcome to the red corner, Andrea Amaro.
All right, Andrea Amaro, record of 6-2. Face we're a bit more familiar with here in Fury.
Yeah.
Andrea Amaro just loves to throw down. She throws volume, she grapples well, she likes to box, likes to make the fight ugly.
Yeah, and has the hardest nickname for us to call her. Really difficult for us to call her Piggy, but Andrea Amaro always in good shape. Andrea Amaro always down to fight, and she will make this a dogfight if she has to.
Yeah, that's my guess. Their game plan is to just get in her opponent's face and just throw volume down Main Street. I think Delboni probably on paper has the better ground credentials. Both ladies coming in nice, a good pound plus under championship weight. Both 5'1", similar reaches, similar age, a really, really sharp matchup. Difference here is Jessica Delboni has a bit more experience than Andrea Amaro. But Amaro's going to change that with fights like tonight. Fighting vets for the belt, main event, 5 rounds. Taller for any professional. All right, our second challenger for this vacant strawweight belt is in the cage. Let's get this main event underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, brought to you by OnlyFans, is scheduled for 5 rounds and is your main event for the Fury FC Strawweight Championship. This fight is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Your judges at cage side, Ricardo Delgado, John Cave, and Ramsey Ishak. And now, Houston, Texas, make some noise because the time for talk is over. It's time to unleash the Fury. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, and she weighed in officially at 113.4 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Vila Villa, Espírito Santo, Brazil. She holds a professional record of 13 wins, 4 losses. This is Jessica Delboni. And introducing her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, and she weighed in at 113.8 pounds. Fighting out of El Paso, Texas, her professional record stands at 6 wins, only 2 losses. Here is Andrea Piggy Amaro. And now your referee, Jeff Rexroad, with the final championship instructions.
All right, ladies, wide now. Rules in the back, so I expect a clean fight from both of you. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves if you want. Back to your corner.
Here we go. Jessica Delboni, Andrea Amaro.
All right, I'm curious if these ladies are going to fight at a 5-round pace or not. I just really pay attention to the boxing of Amaro, wearing the black getup with the red tape on the gloves. And then pay attention to the grappling of Delboni with the white fight attire and the blue tape. Those good straight punches there of Amaro. Amaro throws pretty high volume and very consistently. Rarely throws a single strike. Will often throw in combinations, 2, 3, and 4.
That nice jab there that caught Delboni right as she was coming in. And again,
Stance change there from Amaro. Oh, nice right hand. Walking her down. Amaro will do this all night, too. Oh, that's another good right hand.
yeah, the boxing on point so far for Amaro.
You're fine. We're still on jab.
Another good step and jab there for Amaro. Nice step in 1-2. Amaro's throwing a really good time to throw the punches, stepping in right as Delboni's trying to throw some kicks.
Yeah, so far been very effective as a defense against those kicks. Maybe, every time Delboni throws a kick, Amaro throws that right hand, lands right on the nose.
And it's happened 4 or 5 times already. Seen a little bit of redness in the face there of Delboni. Consistent pressure here from Amaro. Nice, another good right hand at the top.
Oh,
That was a good right hand there from Delboni. Little counter punch.
yeah, nice exchange there. Both ladies landing.
Oh, that was the stiffest of all right hands so far.
Yeah, Delboni acknowledging that one. She was shaking her head no to the rest of them. She shook her head yes to that one.
Oh, good sit down. Right. Nice high kick there. Another good right hand during a kick. See if Delboni maybe makes the adjustment. Nice right hand. This pressure from Amaro is going to really pay off if this fight does go into championship rounds. It kind of allows her to not only set the tempo of the output, which is going to pay dividends for longer term cardio, but it's also going to score really well. Because I mean, it's even, Amaro maybe with the better strikes, but if it is even, whoever's coming forward more of is showing that cage superiority is going to take the nod. Oh.
Yeah, and you got to think that forward movement is going to equal more, more positive shots from her by the end of the round.
Absolutely. Beyond that, the physics behind the strikes, there's going to be more damage when you got that forward momentum. behind those punches. You can see the redness right on the upper lip and nose of Delboni from all of those right hands from Amaro. That's good. I mean, and again, Delboni's sitting down and throwing some really good straight shots of her own. But it's a little more infrequent. Nice double leg there from Delboni.
Now about 10 seconds left here. Amaro's got the head. She's got the neck. She's putting some pressure on it, but
That's a decent little gilly attempt.
yeah, you could see Delboni had to react to that. She had to change position to make sure she didn't get strangled there at the end. Because the last thing you want to do at the end of the round is be holding your breath or be struggling to breathe in that atmosphere, because it's not going to get any better.
All right, a good first round, pretty high paced. I think it was the pressure of Amaro that is a real factor in this championship main event.
Yeah, Amaro with the forward pressure. Delboni was trying the leg kicks. Every time she landed a leg kick, just about, she got a 1-2 from Amaro. So, effective leg kicks, but, took a couple shots every time she threw one. And we saw him kind of slow down with the leg kicks there at the end of the round.
Yeah, now if I get to choose between which one to absorb, I absorb the leg kick and land the 1-2 10 times out of 10.
It looks like Amaro agrees with you.
It's one thing we saw early in round one was Amaro shifting her stance into the southpaw, but she didn't really do it after the first. Started the second round with it. We'll see if she goes back to that skill set. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's an old Texas adage.
Yeah.
Appropriate for this fight night. No need to change your stance if you're landing that straight right hand.
Delboni seems to have more of a crashing style where she's just throwing punches at where she knows Amaro is and not kind of anticipating where she's going to be. She's just trying to throw a barrage of punches and see what lands. Amaro's taking a little bit more time, being a little bit more insistent with her movement, and in turn, the shots are landing. And I'm always interested to see where fighters look. Amaro looks like at the middle of the, almost like just right below the belly button of Delboni. I'm just always curious what they're looking at, and it's a focus point that, because she's focusing, but she can see her head, she can see her hands. And, it seems to increase the reaction time when you're not concentrating on one thing or another.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like looking through them. I always kind of just look at the chin. One thing you can't do is you can't look a vet in the eyes, because if they see you, they'll start to look down and then hit high.
Yeah.
Or look high and shoot.
Amaro just continually tracking her down and putting her at the edge of her punches. Oh, nice right hand by Delboni there.
But man, Amaro gives him three back.
And we may have to give Amaro that Terminator moniker also.
I don't think we can convince her to change her nickname.
Yeah. She's got a lot of piggy attire.
Yep. Yeah. From a financial standpoint, she can't do it. No, but she really is just walking forward. She's fighting as if she's already the champ and she's defending the belt. She's just giving no space at all to Delboni, who again, our most seasoned professional on tonight's fight card.
Yeah, and that just shows you how good Andrea is. I mean, Andrea's a really good, and her boxing is really crisp. She's taking a couple shots here in these exchanges, but man, it has not changed her trajectory. She's still moving forward, still marching down Jessica Delboni.
And then notice just all of that footwork there from Delboni just to kind of get away. So it's like a fair amount of calories burnt for something that's not scoring. It's just stopping your opponent from scoring. Oh, nice good set on the right hand there from Amaro.
And Amaro's doing a good job of cutting off the cage. She's not chasing her down.
Nice body kick there from Amaro. It's probably her best kick of the fight so far. It's going to be tough, but I mean, Delboni's going to try to have to come forward a little bit more. Get Amaro on the back foot.
And it's got to be frustrating to be throwing that many punches, and you know, even when they land, you can't get a backward step out of your opponent. Delboni unable to get Amaro to step back or stop marching forward at all.
See if she jumps this one. Now her hands aren't quite under the chin.
With 10 seconds left in the round, she may try this just for...
Oh, that was another decent Gillian the last 10. All right, fun, competitive, and active, but I think Amaro's pretty clearly up too.
Yeah, Amaro's landing well. She's moving forward. You know, even on the takedown attempts, you know, she's grabbing that neck, and man, she's just seemingly just more dangerous than Delboni is. Delboni is like, you know, she's coming forward and she's striking. Not a lot is landing. You know, every time she's, you know, throwing those leg kicks, Amaro has fired back with 2 shots, both landing usually, and man, she just can't find her spot right now. And Amaro is just walking her down and continuing to do damage. And I think you're right, Alex. Amaro's fighting this fight like she's already the champion.
Just walking her down. Big sister in her.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah, beautiful exchange here from Amaro. Nice flurry there from Delboni also.
I don't know what got these ladies so hot and bothered coming in round 3, but they are scrapping harder than the first 2 rounds. Nice front kick there from Delboni, but those are hard to throw when someone's pushing you backwards. Man, Luis Gurule in the UFC now. But man, he had us. I mean, he'd fight the same way, just walk forward the whole time and throw.
Yeah, that's a very good comparison. I mean, this is almost exactly the same fighting style.
That was a good front kick there from Delboni. She's landed 3 good foot jabs.
Amaro's still so relaxed. Her hands are still really fast. Her defense is still you know, everything's still in place. And she's continuing to put that constant, consistent pressure on Delboni.
Good right hand there from Amaro as Delboni was throwing that low kick. I mean, that's been another story in this fight. It's funny, I don't remember Amaro throwing too many low kicks, but you see some damage on the lead leg there of Delboni.
Yeah, she's thrown a few high kicks too. It's just, I don't remember, I mean, you can tell she loves to box, but those kicks look pretty crisp too.
Sneaking them in.
Ooh, nice left hand.
Yeah, that's where throwing those front kicks whilst moving backwards can be challenging. If your opponent chooses to come forward to throw a punch, which Amaro is, they're going to catch you off balance.
Yeah, we haven't seen very much grappling or wrestling here so far.
Yeah, a very little bit at the very end of rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, you see that damage on the left leg of Delboni.
I mean, ever since I saw it, I was noticing Amaro's kicks. She's not throwing any low kicks this round. She probably only threw a handful in 1 and 2. She's too busy throwing straight punches.
And Amaro's willingness just to stand in there and bang with her and take those punches, and, you know, eyes wide open. She's making her miss. The ones that are landing are not landing square, and Amaro is just, man, she's just killing that pocket.
This has to be one of the higher punch counts we've seen in a Fury main event. It's good right hand again. And another. Oh, a high kick caught. Successful takedown there for Delboni.
Yeah, here we go, 24 seconds left in round 3. Still got 2 more rounds to go, championship rounds, this 5-round title fight.
Amaro with a get up, successful back to her feet. These women coming in great shape here for this title fight. All right, yeah, you called it, Mike. Championship rounds are up next. Round 4 coming up. If you want to be champ, you got to win the championship rounds.
Amaro still looking very fresh in her corner. Delboni looking a little more worn over there. But man, that furious pace, I don't see how they're both not just dying in there. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of punches have been thrown in here. They've landed a ton of punches and leg kicks in a very competitive fight. But the story of this fight, in my opinion, has been the pressure of Andrea Amaro, just constantly moving forward, willing to stand in there in the pocket and exchange those big shots, and, you know, landing the better of the shots. And just, man, it's just been a wild 3 rounds so far. Jessica Delboni, her 18th fight as a professional. Andrea Amaro, her 9th. Both ladies experiencing a tremendous amount of success. Oh, a big right hand there by Amaro.
Yeah, great cardio too. You know, these ladies prepped really well. I mean, the pace is the same as round 1. And again, and Delboni's, I mean, she's standing in the pocket, she's throwing back. It's like Amaro just doesn't respect it. She walks through it, fires back. Whether Delboni misses or lands, it doesn't matter. Amaro delivers 2 and 3 back as a return.
There she does it again. Ooh, she's having a lot of luck with that overhand right there. And then there's that left hook that lands.
It's a nice low kick there from Amaro. Good jab. Big flurry.
Oh, man.
Girls are trying to hockey fight.
Yeah, what an exchange there. About 30 punches exchanged in that combination. Man, what a fight so far. And that stiff jab followed by that overhand right by Amaro has been super effective.
I mean, Amaro just walking her down.
And Amaro is seemingly turning up the pressure here in round 4, putting a lot of pressure on Delboni and walking her down again. Delboni lands a nice combination there, but did not deter Andrea from just moving forward.
She hammer fist her in the quad. That's funny. I mean, yeah, and despite, a couple hundred punches thrown on either side, both women wearing all of the damage rather well.
Good exchange there between these two ladies. Delboni looking like she's okay with resting there for just a few seconds.
Yep. We don't blame them. And they're right back to it.
I mean, it's got to be disheartening for Delboni that, no matter what she does, Amaro just keeps moving forward, keeps marching into the pocket and just firing those big shots.
Yeah, and then people watching at home, don't forget we have 2 swing bouts after this main event. You can catch that on Clear Life Combat. Make sure to tune in.
Me and Alex won't be here, but y'all tune in.
Honestly, it's a Matt Costello 195-pound catchweight and then a Michael White fight.
Yeah.
Looking forward to those.
We got to stay for those.
Little double leg trip there from Delboni.
And again, look at this position. She goes right into a guillotine. It's a little looser. This is the loosest one that she's had so far, but she looks like she's adjusting.
Yeah.
And could end up in the exact same position she did in rounds 1 and 2 at the end. Delboni gets her head out.
Yeah, MMA is no longer, in the states where you get a takedown to steal around anymore. I mean, I still think, now, albeit the pressure was a little bit less, in that 4th round, but it's just that pressure of Amaro. It's just, it's a force to be reckoned with. It's hard to stop. You have no breaks. Final round, 5th and final championship round. coming up in just a few seconds to see which one of these women can capture this strawweight professional Fury title championship. We are back to UFC Fight Pass in May. Late May, that'll be a fun card. Title fights being dished out. My boy Joe Hendershot, return to the cage.
Yeah, then June 22nd, Michael Aswell stopped by and talked to us, said he'll be fighting your guy Cameron Graves for the featherweight title.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we may see Bruce back on the card. I don't know yet, nothing official. I'd like to, at least as a fan of his. All right, 5th and final. I mean, I'm pretty sure Delboni's down on the cards despite a tremendous performance and effort.
Yeah, if Amaro's able to pull this off, I mean, this is a big win over a 17-fight veteran that's 13-4. I mean, that's got to make a statement to someone about the abilities of this woman.
Absolutely. And beyond that, Delboni's not quite found the success with her grappling, and she's been getting just kind of out-volumed. I think you just got to tell him to go with the nuclear option. Stay in the pocket and just throw. If you're willing.
Yeah.
And maybe you will land the better shot, but Amaro's just had such a tremendous answer. But Delboni, you know, she's thrown and landed some really good strikes of her own. But it's just been kind of dwarfed by the pressure of Amaro.
Yeah, and you know, Amaro has hit Delboni a few times and knocked her against the cage, and you know, every time she lands, she goes backwards, and you know, the punches Delboni has thrown have just not affected the path of Amaro at all.
See, that was a good uppercut there from Delboni, but just Amaro with a straight right blitzing down the line as a return. Oof, nice knee to the body from that front headlock. See, she maybe commits to this ghillie. Doesn't look like that left choking arm is quite under the chin. Used it to land some strikes, though.
Halfway through the 5th round, Andrea Amaro, Jessica Delboni. Jessica Delboni, 13-4, fighting out of Brazil. Andrea Amaro, 6-2, fighting out of El Paso, Texas. And man, just putting on a striking clinic here.
I mean, putting on a pressure clinic.
Yeah, this is the definition of pressure.
Less than 2 minutes to go. 5th and final round. Good framework there of Amaro as Delboni got pretty deep on that trip.
Yeah, is Amaro going to pour it on here in the last minute and a half?
And props to Amaro. She could have really tried to coast. She didn't. Kept her foot on the pedal.
Yeah, Amaro's still trying. She's still throwing down. She's trying to win this fight by knockout. Now 1 minute left. See if we see a flurry here, a flurry or two from Jessica Delboni, because we know we're going to continue to see the pressure from Andrea Amaro. Andrew with that confidence in her footwork and punches shining through right now. You can see her with kind of a half smile on her face.
A well-timed double leg trip there from Delboni. Get up there from Amaro. Delboni in.
And this will be the first time that Delboni has finished a round with Amaro on a guillotine. Or at least the grip.
Man, 25 minutes of action from these ladies. I mean, wow. I'm no punch counter, but that could be a Fury record. Most strikes thrown on both sides in a fight.
Yeah, if not, that's very close. I mean, I can't. We've had so many good fights here at Fury. Alex, we've called 70-something cards together now, and we've seen so many good fights. You know, close to 1,000 fights we've called, and every time we come here, you know, I usually don't do the Challenger Series, but man, I'm so glad I came down here for this card. What an unbelievable card. And
I tell Eric all the time, like, Eric, I know the numbered ones are the big ones, but I think the Challenger Series are my favorite ones. One, we had 23 fights tonight, which is awesome. Pros and amateurs, amateur titles, pro titles, and then fights like James Ford. Just crazy knockouts. I mean, then you got Cody Freeman. Just performances just ready to be had. And the fact that Eric has so many fighters, he's got to throw these kind of like in between cards is awesome.
It's been pretty amazing to be a part of and to watch the trajectory change from, you know, that first fight we called together with Todd Moore and you know, up until now, and so many people going to the UFC and fights like this that we get to see that, you know, just it's unbelievable.
All right, that was a pretty quick one. They got the scores tallied up. They got the belt in the cage. We're just waiting on our guy Wayne with the announcement, which he has. Briefing the referee on whose hand to raise. All right, these championship fighters in the middle. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by OnlyFans. With scores of 50-45, 49-46, and 50-45, your winner by unanimous decision and new Fury FC Strawweight Champion, Andrea Piggy Amaro.
I'm here with your winner and new champion, Andrea Amaro. Andrea, the pressure you came with for this fight, a 13-4 veteran coming from Brazil, highly touted. I mean, what was the game plan for this fight?
There was none. I was prepared for everything and anything. You know, she said she had a surprise for me, so I had to be prepared for everything. Those takedowns, I was waiting for them. You know, she did get some, but nonetheless, I came forward and I won. I have a few things to say. One, Eric, you're not getting these gloves back. I'm so sorry. Second, every fight I do is in memory of my father and one of our kids that we lost to their battle of cancer. Basically, you know, time is limited, guys. So hug your loved ones, say that you love them. If you haven't, hold them close because time is borrowed. You're not guaranteed anything, so go get your dreams, love each other, and let's go!
Andrea, you know, the 5 rounds, was that your first 5-round fight? Moving forward the entire time, we don't know what the punch count was, but me and Alex had to guess it was in the thousands of you two ladies throwing punches. That was one of the most amazing cardio performances we've ever seen, and you feel like you could fight 2 more rounds.
Yes, I can. My gyms call me the cardio bunny, not for any good reason, but I'm there.
Well, you're the new champion. When do you want to come back and defend this belt?
Whenever Eric has me. But with that being said, Mick Maynard, Dana White, Sean Shelby, I've been waiting for this opportunity. If you can just give me one, Dana White's Contender Series, last minute replacement, I don't care. Let me know. I got you. I'm your girl.
Well, I definitely think you deserve it. Congratulations, champ. Your winner, Andrea Amaro.
All right, a new champion is crowned from a tremendous night of finishes and fights. Do a quick little recap, and then don't forget to catch us back on Clear Life Combat for our 2 swing bouts. Congratulations to Andrea Amaro, brings her record to 7 wins and 2 losses with that coveted Fury Gold around the shoulder with a proud team with her.
All right, still to come, we have 2 swing bouts coming your way, but before we do that, we'd like to welcome Stacy Mendieta Gonzalez and Becca Irwin back into the cage. Y'all can make some noise for that if you like.
They're gonna give him a fight
As well as
here.
UFC welterweight, middleweight, big mouth Kevin Holland. He's got some money for our fight of the night. How much you giving him there, champ?
$250 a piece. I mean, I would have gave them 500, but they didn't finish each other, so don't blame me.
Hey, you heard it. Next time, next time. Thanks, y'all. Make some noise for Becca Irwin and Stacy Mendieta Gonzalez. Your Fury Challenger Series 13 fight of the night. We'll be back momentarily with your 2 swing bouts still to come.
All right, guys, make sure to switch that stream over to Clear Life